Try to get that going. Get that together. Here we go.
Let's watch it.
Mhm.
Chapter 19, verse 1.
Yeah, we in Ecclesiasticus chapter 19. We're gonna start at verse 6.
Okay. Ready when you are, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna open up the class first. Give me a second. All right. All right, Shalom Israel. We can start in just a second. All right, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Shem Yashar Thumb to the brothers. Yahweh Shamar Thumb Bashem Yahweh to the sisters. I'm Priest Officer Parak. I'm holding down the Wednesday law class for the ISUPK coming out of Arizona. If you're watching online and you're not in our physical school, our school is located at 12416 North 28th Drive, off of 28th Drive in Cactus. We're in suite number 4. We got classes every Tuesday through Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. And then every Saturday we hold our Sabbath services from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. All right. Make sure y'all are coming to these classes. It's very important. It's very integral. You know, World War III is stirring up. It's time for us to get together and be around each other. So, you know, but that's only as important as you make it, you know. Today, what we're going to be going over is...
If I could, sir, would you just say...
Go ahead.
For those of you that might watch this later when we are no longer live, I'm going to give life to what Officer Prop just said. I want you to imagine, I do this all the time when I'm with Officer Prop. Imagine we're in the wilderness with our king and our generals and our captains and our officers governing our nation and all of our steps, what we put in our mouth. In that day, we won't be able to just get away from each other. And if we do, it'll be the getting away from each other that's permanent. So we are going to have to learn to smell each other's stinky behinds. Newsflash, you can't always wash when you're traveling, especially when you're traveling on foot with a nation. You're going to have to learn how to deal with each other burping and farting. Do it. Deal with it.
Yeah, we gotta learn how to be around each other. And you know, so come to class.
Mm-hmm.
Come to class and be around your brothers and your sisters, because that's only going to prepare you for the kingdom to come.
That's right.
You know, y'all got problems, go to counsel. That's part of the kingdom too. You know, life could all be so simple if we would just follow what Christ told us to do. And that's what we're going to talk about today. You should shut the hell up. That's what today's class is titled. You should probably shut up. That's today's class. The reason why we're talking about that today is because a lot of people don't know what the hell to shut up. They don't know when to stop talking. We all know that even Christianity teaches that life and death is in the power of the tongue. The things that you say are worse than physical pain that you could inflict on somebody. So we're going to talk about that. All right, so let's get Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 19. We're going to start with this, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go through You know how my classes go, right? Um, we get the topic, and then we'll go through some examples to understand the topic. And so the first thing that we want to talk about is Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha 19 and verse 6.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19, verse 6. He that can rule his tongue shall live without strife.
See, if you can watch what the hell you say to people, you don't have to live a life full of strife. If you can watch what you say, you can live a peaceful life. That's how serious it is. See, because everybody wants peace.
Right.
Everybody wants to live a peaceful life, but you have to be able to watch what you say. And a lot of people don't have that. They can't do that. They don't know how to watch what they say. Keep going.
And he that hateth babbling shall have less evil.
And somebody that just babbles, just talk. Somebody like that, they're gonna have evil. But if you hate babbling, you hate that just babbling, just talking and saying nothing for no reason, you'll have less evil. Keep going.
Rehearse not unto another that which is told unto thee.
And that's another thing. See, y'all got a problem with telling people secrets. And I don't mean secrets like, there's some sort of molestation going on in the family. I'm not talking about that. That you should surely tell. You should tell everybody. You should tell the police. That's not what I'm talking about. When somebody comes to you in confidence, talks to you and all of that, you shouldn't go and tell everybody, well, yeah, I heard this brother got a demon watching pornography. Damn. He came to you in confidence because he needed some help. But you're going to tell everybody, yeah, this brother watched pornography. This brother got a problem with drinking. And you just tell everybody that he's a drunk. Damn, he just wanted some help. This brother got a problem with his woman. And you go and tell everybody, yeah, this nigga don't know how to run his household. Look, his woman doing this, that. Damn. He needed some help. That's why he talked to you about it.
Right.
Don't talk to everybody about. Read that part again.
Rehearse not unto another that which is told unto thee.
Rehearse not that you just what he told you, you told everybody else. Damn, like, brother, he confided in you. That's what that's called.
Right.
He didn't say he was molesting his children. He didn't say that he was in some sort of wicked sin. The brother just was trying to talk to you, get some brotherly help, and you went and told everybody about it. Nah, but that's you talk too goddamn much. That's what you do. You talk too goddamn much. You're what the scriptures call a talebearer. You go and tell everybody's tales. You go and tell everybody about what somebody else's life, what's happening with their life. You have something, Mark?
So I just wanted to build on what you're saying is this type of individual that likes to be the talebearer, when the kingdom comes, because all have fallen short of the glory and we all need mercy, especially as children when we're making our childish mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who likes to tell things about other people for the sake of embarrassing somebody is going to be an outcast. And it's going to be a resounding thing. It's going to, soon it's going to be popular again to blackball and ostracize somebody who likes to gossip.
Excuse me.
So, it's a lot.
Well, that's a talebearer. That's somebody that, you're really just kind of like a bitch. That's really what that makes you, for lack of a better term.
Right.
And you just have to know what that is. You got to know what it is that you're doing. You're being a bitch. I mean, excuse my language, but that's what it is. They say that the Bible says that a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog. So we know that a female dog is a bitch.
Right.
And you act like that. You're shameless. You're a shameless man that acts like a woman. You're a bitch. So that's what you are. If somebody's gonna confide in you and you're gonna go and tell everybody else, like you said, in the um, in the effort to shame that person because of what they came and told you in confidence, oh yeah, you're a piece of garbage. You're the worst thing to happen to the earth. Go ahead.
It's like that type of spirit does not bring a family together, and it does not keep a family together. It doesn't even look to solve a problem. This is literally the type of spirit that is instigating.
Yeah,
That is a what are they?
that's the spirit of division. That's what that is.
And what was that argument? A type of argument. Don't bring up a vain argument or an argumentative question.
I'm not too sure.
A debating question. Like in the scripture, it says a debateful
Yeah,
question.
it's like doubtful disputations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Where that where it's you're just doing it just to put somebody in the goddamn hot seat. When in reality, if somebody put you in the goddamn hot seat for all of the hot seating that you do, you wouldn't even survive. You'd probably choke on your saliva.
Yeah, a lot of people that go through those types of things. A lot of people, it's funny. I think this comes from Mays and Frankie Beverly when they say whenever you point the finger, three are pointing back at you, right? Because you pointing the finger, but you got three pointing back at you because you're just as guilty as the person that you're accusing.
Right.
And a lot of times, and that's what Christ pointed that out a lot. Christ pointed out the fact that the Sadducees, like, let's just talk about the woman that was caught in the act of adultery. They wanted to stone that woman.
Right.
Because that's what the law say. The law say if you get caught in the act of adultery, you get stoned to death.
Right.
They wanted to stone that woman, but he said, well, wait a minute. You any of you which are without sin,
Mm-hmm.
you cast the first stone.
Mm-hmm.
You want to kill this broad, okay. If you ain't got no sin, you cast the first stone. What he did in saying that was saying, you're no better than this woman.
Right.
You're not better than an adulteress.
Right.
You're evil. Give this woman a second chance like you would want a second chance.
Right.
See, a lot of people don't have that concept. A lot of people don't understand it. And that's the problem with so many people. So many people, especially these nasty Christians that run around saying that, you a sinner. You a heathen. They don't even know what the hell a heathen is. They're calling you all these names. And they want forgiveness and they want repentance, but they not willing to allow you to have repentance.
Right.
It's the type of people that we deal with, so we got to understand that this is the world that we live in. Let's keep reading, right? So let's get verse 7. Read verse 7 again.
Verse 7. Rehearse not unto another that which is told unto thee, and thou shalt fare never the worse.
Keep going.
Whether it be to friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives.
That's another thing. You talk too much. You talk about other men's lives, whether it be your enemy. And I'm not talking about the white man. I'm talking about your brother that you hate. Yeah.
So it's
I'm talking about your brother that you hate. Your brother that you hate is the foe that this is talking about. And you hate your brother and you talk about his life and you talk about your friend's life. You talk about everybody's lives and tell everybody how bad they're doing. He don't run his house right. Oh, he not doing this. He not doing that. You shouldn't do that. You ought not to do that because you're going to find out that you talk too much. That's what you're going to find out. You're going to find out that the Lord thinks you talk too much. You shouldn't talk like that. You should just shut up. You shouldn't talk about other men's lives. If this man ain't committing some sort of sin that needs to be brought to the attention of the priests, if he's not doing something that's uncomely, unseemly, don't talk. And especially, don't just talk to other men or other women too. Some of y'all brothers, y'all talk to your women. Yeah. Pillow talking. Oh, this brother doing that. This brother don't do that. I'm telling y'all better be careful. Those things get found out in the school, and that's because the Lord is with the school, and the Lord is telling us here, don't talk about other men's lives. Don't do that. Don't do that. You had something. Keep going.
Uh,
Second part of verse 7.
verse 7.
Excuse me, verse 8. Second part of verse 8.
Second part, verse 8. And if thou canst without offense reveal them not.
What's this talking about? This is what I just said. If they're not doing anything that is offense worthy, they're not sinning against the Most High. Don't talk about this man having a problem with his girl. Don't tell this brother. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be that kind. Don't be that kind of brother. You know what I'm saying? This brother can't control his household. Don't do that. Help the brother. Tell the brother to get some counsel or something. But don't try to shame your brother. And that's part of what we're talking about here, right? Because you talk too much. You talk too much. You tell everybody about everything you hear. Nobody can talk to you. See, that's the problem. For some brothers, and I'm not talking about brothers in this school. I'm just talking about life. That's all I'm talking about. Some brothers you can't say anything to because they're going to go and tell your business. They're going to tell everybody your business. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate a brother that's like that? A person that's like that? A sister that's like that? You can't say nothing to. Damn, I told you that in confidence. Not the whole block know everything about. I don't like you. I don't like that. I don't like people like that. So don't be that type of person. That's all you got to do. You just got to not be that type of person. And the Bible tells you how to do it. See, these are the words of Sirach, right? Which is the father of which his name was Jesus, right? This isn't the Jesus that we know as our Messiah, but this is a brother that was around the time of 200 BC, right? And his father was a very smart man and had a lot of wisdom. And he wrote the book of Ecclesiasticus. And there's a lot of wisdom. See, a lot of times people get wisdom from other people that have lived through scenarios. And that's what this brother had gone through. He's dealt with this. A lot of how I understand how to deal with brothers and sisters is because of the book of Ecclesiasticus, because it tells you how to deal with certain types of people and how to deal with people in general. And it also tells you how to not be an a-hole. That's the only I can only say it like that. Because the type of person we're talking about is an a-hole. Nobody wants to be this person's friend. You don't want to be around this type of person. You tell them something and then they go tell everybody. Nobody wants that. Let's keep reading. It gets even worse, right? Keep going. Give me verse 9.
Verse 9. For he heard and observed thee.
He heard and observed you. Go ahead.
And when time cometh, he will hate thee.
And when the time comes, he's going to hate you. Keep going.
If thou hast heard a word.
If you hear something, if somebody tells you something, or even if you hear it as a passerby, right? Keep going.
Let it die with thee.
Let it die with you. Don't go telling everybody's business, man. Stop doing that. Don't be like that. Keep going.
And be bold. It will not burst thee.
It's not going to kill you. It's not going to explode in your stomach if you hold in what somebody has told you. It's not going to kill you not to tell somebody. It's not going to kill you not to tell somebody that your brother is having marital problems and he told you about it. And now you got to go tell everybody, yeah, this nigga don't know how to deal with his wife. That's not going to kill you to hold that in. You just give a brother advice, you give him counsel, and you shut the hell up and never tell anybody about it. It's not going to kill you to do that. That's what it means when it says it will not burst thee. It's not going to, your belly's not going to explode because you didn't tell somebody else's business.
Right.
If you heard a word, let it die with you. let no this brother or sister told you this in confidence, and they told you this isn't any form of sin. This isn't some sort of nasty deviance that they're telling you about. They're telling you about something, something that they need help with, and it might be a little bit embarrassing.
Tell me.
Well, let it die with you. Don't ever tell somebody else like. Don't go and be like, yeah, such and such. They dealing with this. Oh, she got this problem. He got this problem. Don't be like that. You're just being what's called a talebearer in the Bible. You don't want to be like that. You had something.
That's like I wanted to build on what you're saying. That right there is what makes us goddamn holy. Mm-hmm. That is what makes us holy, because when you talk to a goddamn Edomite out of one, the first thing that these bastards say as a reason that they came over here to this landmass is, well, they were going to war with each other. And you know what we do? This scripture proves we are a people that minded our business. And we're a people that let families function the way that family functions. So we don't agree or believe in going to an entire different race to stop them from fighting each other.
Yeah.
That's why this country is falling right now, because the United States because the devil can't let another race handle their own problems.
Right. That's like
they can't mind the business.
Yeah, you gotta shut up and not, and you gotta, like you said, you gotta mind your business, and you gotta also let other people do what they doing. Like, nobody called the United States and was like, hey, come help us in Yemen, come help us in Gaza. No, nobody did that. But the problem is that you want to insert yourself.
Right.
Well, when you insert yourself, bad things happen. And that's bad things are going to happen to America because of that.
Yep.
Because that's how they are. That's, a lot of Americans died because of them inserting themselves into Afghanistan. A lot of Americans died for that. And I mean, who am I to? That's what they wanted, I guess. You inserted yourself in there. That's like you see a fight happening. People that don't even mean anything to you, and you try to, hey, and then now you catch a slug to the mouth. What? You gonna be mad? They was handling business, and you just stopped them, and now you got to get beat up too. Now I wouldn't even be surprised if both of them stopped fighting each other and started fighting you, because that's how it works. So my point is that it's extremely ridiculous for you to try to take what somebody is giving you and try to put them on blast. Don't be like that. Look, let's keep reading. Let's go into verse 11.
Verse 11. A fool travaileth with a word as a woman in labor of a child.
Wait, say that again.
A fool travaileth with a word as a woman in labor of a child.
What's a woman in labor with the child doing? She's about to. She gotta. Everything that's on her mind is to push that baby. She gotta get that baby out of her. Well, guess what? A fool travails with a word the same way. Oh, somebody done told you something. I gotta tell it to somebody. I gotta get this word out of me. So now this brother done come to you in confidence and told you something, and now the first thing that you have to do is you have to go tell somebody else what this brother told you. You can't be like that, because you talk too much and you got to talk less. You're in travail. You're in labor. You got labor pain so bad that you got to tell somebody what this brother just told you. Ooh, it's such a good secret, a juicy, what they call that, what the women call it, tea. That's the tea. Oh man, that brother spilled the tea to you. Now you got to tell everybody else the tea. You're gay. That's what this scripture is calling you gay. You're like a woman that's pregnant. You're a woman. you're gay. That's what you are. Don't be like that. A brother come and tell you something in confidence. You don't just go and tell everybody. What's wrong with you?
Right.
You acting like a woman. Stop. Don't do that. You talk too much. And you should stop talking. You should learn to shut up. You should probably shut up. Go ahead, Al. You had something.
So, like you, sir, just to, if I could lay down a differentiation, this is not, and correct me if I'm wrong, this is not saying if you are a young officer and you encounter a situation where you yourself need counsel to handle that situation as a priestly officer in this body, that is not saying that you just be for the sake of not embarrassing someone, you try to handle it on your own if it's, even though you know it's too big for you to handle. That you must take to the man that outranks you.
Yeah, that's definitely true. What the brother is saying is within the body, right? Within the school. If you're unable to counsel a brother on something, and clear me up if I'm wrong on
Yes,
this.
sir.
But if you're unable to counsel a brother on something, you must, because the brother needs help, you must take it to somebody that can, which is going to be a brother that's above you. Now, that's not, see, there's a spirit behind all of this. That's not tailbearing. That's coming to an officer or a general, a captain or whatever above you and being like, look, like you said, I cannot handle this situation. I don't have the wisdom, but I know you can. And so here's the brother's situation. That's not tailbearing. That's different. So that's what you was getting at, right? Yeah, that's not tailbearing. That's different. There's a spirit behind it. There's a spirit behind just talking about a brother's issue versus effectively trying to help that brother. And effectively trying to help that brother sometimes doesn't look like you talking to him directly, because sometimes you don't know how to help that brother, to effectively help that brother. So now you have to take it to a brother above you, which is absolutely correct. Some of you women, I'd say all of you women, if you get taken if a sister or a brother comes to you with a problem that is something that you're not able to help with, which most of you women are not going to be, you're not the priest of the Lord, you're probably not going to have the answer. There are times when you will have to either tell them to take it to their husband or their camp leader, or you'll have to take it to their camp leader. Because if you're not, there's another thing that we have to understand. If you are not, what's the word that I'm looking for? If you are not eligible to cure the problem that this person has, don't try.
Right.
Don't do that.
Right.
You will make a bigger situation out of something that could be potentially small or could be cured in a different way. But you don't know what the hell you're doing. You're going to turn this small situation into a disaster. And that's something that I have seen personally. And don't do that. You don't know what you're doing. You're not a counselor. You don't know how to help people. And that's okay. That might not be your job. You know, we got a counseling department in the ISUPK. Like, right. It's not everybody's job to counsel. Some people are just not able to counsel. If you take that job upon yourself, you try it, you might make this brother that has a wife and 5 kids go get a gallon of milk and never come back home. Like that might be that might be what you do to that family. So what I'm telling you is that there are times when you absolutely need to inform somebody of the problem, but that's not tailbearing. That's not, that's not being ridiculous. All right, so now let's keep going. Matter of fact, let's go to Ecclesiasticus 27. So just skip down a few chapters. Let's get Ecclesiasticus 27 and verse 16.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 27, verse 16. Whoso discovereth secrets loseth his credit.
So now, the person that discovers secrets loseth his credit. What does it mean to discover secrets? To discover secrets means to expose secrets or to talk about those secrets, make those secrets be known. Meaning somebody, once again, what we've been talking about, somebody come to you in confidence, and then out of nowhere, we at the family function, and you're like, Uncle Elroy got hemorrhoids. Ha ha. Damn, brother. I told you I had hemorrhoids because I was confiding in you. Uncle Elroy got hemorrhoids, and he came to you and told you he had hemorrhoids because he was just talking to you. You know, he's like, damn, I've been a little jammed up, man. It's just that and the third. And you just in front of everybody be like, Uncle Elroy got hemorrhoids. And people do that. And it's like, damn, like, brother, why you do that? Like, it ain't unlawful for the brother to have hemorrhoids, but it's also kind of a little bit embarrassing. Like, I don't want everybody knowing that I got this that I got this condition. That's what children do. We've seen children do that.
Yep.
Children do that all the time. They just ain't got no filter.
Yep.
But that's what this scripture is telling you. You're gonna lose your credit. What does that mean? So you discover the secrets, right, Rissa? So now you tell everybody Uncle Elroy got the hemorrhoids. That's not the worst thing in the world. However, Uncle Elroy ain't never going to tell you anything that's happening in his personal life ever, because you've lost your credit now, because he can't tell you anything in private. He's not telling you that he molested children.
Right.
He's just telling you, I got this mental condition, man. It's jammed up, man. It's that and the third. And then you going to tell everybody? Well, he's never going to tell you anything ever again. That's the point. Yeah, somebody.
Damn. Salaki, sir. On two things. Or he might, so he can just exacerbate you being in the spotlight for being a talebearer.
Right.
If he's like me and just doesn't care, secrets just don't. I just tell you the dirtiest of the dirt and not. In any case, but dang it. Well, there it is.
Yeah, I mean but you gotta understand, like, that's the type of people that we talking about in today's class. You should probably shut up. You shouldn't stand in front of everybody and be like, Uncle Elroy got the hemorrhoids. God damn, brother. Uncle Elroy don't want everybody to know that he got hemorrhoids. Uncle Elroy don't want everybody to know that he has this condition. He told you that. Shut up. You should probably shut the hell up. Stop talking. And the reason why is because you discovered his secrets, meaning he told you this secret thing, and it was embarrassing. He didn't want nobody else to know, but you told everybody. So now you've lost your credit. Now he's never going to tell you anything ever again. I'm not going to tell you nothing at all because you lost your credit.
Right.
Yeah, son?
You discovering secrets and losing credit. The discovering secrets, if you remember the old school movies where somebody would use a key card to pop a lock and they break in and they look through a filing cabinet, and it's always a damn file that has to be found. And they find these documents that are going to expose something and, tilt the shift of balance of power. Yeah. Something like that. The discovering of secrets and the tea time paired together is literally like that one family member, that nasty broad that she just knows how to manipulate a story out of someone for the express purpose of exploiting them because of the shameful things in the story itself.
Yeah.
Losing credit happens when real grown ass men, excuse my language, decide to stop working with you and stop giving you things, stop fronting you. When we get to the kingdom, we still will need our brothers to front us stuff. When you ain't got no credit and everybody's building houses, but you talk too damn much and you lost your credit. So now you have to live with someone, or you have to just make do with what you have. And We don't really want that type of noise. It's a lot.
Yeah, we have to understand that it's very easy for you to lose credit because of the things that you say. People, people tell you things because they trust you. That's the credit here is more so trust. And people trust people. They have a certain amount of trust that they put into people. Like I can tell this person something and they won't, put me on blast. Um, but the problem is that sometimes people put the trust in the wrong people, and then they end up telling everybody that you got the hemorrhoids, or some of you nasty broads out there, you got that syphilis or that gonorrhea. Like they gonna tell you, damn, I messed with this man and he gave me gonorrhea, he gave me syphilis, he gave me this, that, and the third. And you like, girl, well, go get, go to the clinic, go get it taken care of. And that's all it is for y'all. But then one day when she talking to your auntie,
Oh snap!
she gonna be like, hey, she messing with them niggas. She got syphilis. She told me she had syphilis one time. Come on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just a nasty trick. You're disgusting, man. Stop talking so goddamn. You talk too goddamn much. I remember when I was in seventh grade. I remember I was in seventh grade, and I got told, "Hey, you talk too much." And then I was like, "Damn." And I didn't take no offense to it. I was like, "I talk too much."
Yeah.
And then I looked at, and I had to do some self evaluation. I said, you know what? I do talk too much. Now let me stop. And you know what I did? I stopped talking so damn much. And you know what I found out? I got myself in a lot less problems.
Yo.
Let's keep reading. Y'all should stop talking so goddamn much. Verse 17.
Verse 17. Somebody. Love thy friend and be faithful unto him. But if thou
betrayest,
okay, betrayest his secrets, follow no more after him.
Yeah, don't betray your brother's secrets, man. Once again, we're not talking about, nasty, wicked secrets. Some brothers doing something disgusting behind closed doors. We're not talking about that. Brother might have a problem. That's why I used the health condition that I mentioned earlier. Don't nobody. He don't want you. He don't want everybody to know about that.
Mm-hmm.
He told you about it.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up.
Mm-hmm.
He told you about that. Talk to him about that. Don't go tell. Oh, yeah, y'all know this brother.
Right,
don't do that. This brother might have a mental condition, and nobody can tell except for you because he told you he went to the doctor and he got diagnosed with this mental condition. Don't tell everybody about. Shut up. Chill out. Like, relax. Like, just be a person. Don't, this brother might have a crush on a sister in the school. He might be eyeballing a sister in the school. She's single.
Yeah.
He's, I don't say single. He might have a million wives, but she's single. And he might have a little crush on a sister in the school. Don't go. That'd be crazy. That's counsel worthy. Yeah, that's crazy. He like a sister in the school, and you just go and this brother likes this sister. Come on, bro. You being weird. Like, it's not even like I'll be mad at you. I'll be like, bro, you being weird. Like, chill. Like, calm down. Like, what are you doing? I'll be like, bro, you like a child. Like, stop being like a like, this is what we reading about. This is like child behavior.
Right.
Stop being like that. Don't be like that. Don't be weird. Go ahead, Salakia.
That's like it. What to build on what the officer is saying again, it is different if you are family and you're talking about a married couple. And you just happen to be that family member who has that relationship where you walk in and you I don't know. I heard that we all like Officer Brock I might say that. I might walk into Officer Brock's crib. I might say that. My sister and my brother know that's Kabata Mob. That's how that nigga is. That nigga, he's just like that. That nigga, yeah. Mm-hmm. But that, and of course, it's very important that if you have that relationship with your family, that you know you have that relationship with your family, yeah, and that you are very delicate with how you handle it. Yeah, you don't want to, you know what I mean? And it counsel's one thing, but when you become a grown adult, man or woman, there's sincerity in not wanting to offend someone. Yeah. Not for any reason that you might get a fine or you might have to, I don't know, pay somebody back money borrowed, but because you don't want someone to feel bad. Because goddamn it, you have feelings. You have feelings. That's why I said there again. That's why, don't be emotionally impulsive, but do not try to tell yourself that because you're a man, you don't have the emotions. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be a terrible parent if you do that to yourself. Yeah. Especially a father. You're gonna be a terrible father to your daughter.
Yeah, what you have to have is situational awareness. Ooh! You have to be able to understand the situation that you're in and understand how to approach it. You're not gonna go to a funeral and try to crack a joke. I would hope you wouldn't. You go to a funeral and you like, damn, Betty look good as she ever did in that damn casket. Like, damn, the niggas pack you up and pack you out, kick you out the goddamn. There's a time and a place for everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody that's ever done that, but what I'm saying is you got to understand the situation that you in, and know how to approach certain situations. So, but let's keep going. All right. Let's get verse 19.
Oh snap!
We missed verse 18, but let's get verse 19.
Verse 19: As one that letteth a bird go out of his hands, so hast thou let thy neighbor go, and shalt not get him again.
You're gonna lose your friends. Ooh-wee. Your friends are gonna leave you, and not because of anything ridiculous, but because you don't know how to shut your mouth. You don't know how to not say certain things to them or around them. Like, there's a certain way you gotta talk. You're gonna make everybody hate you. Stop talking so goddamn much about things that don't matter and about things that you, in your childish mind, things that you think make sense but don't actually make sense. You're gonna say the wrong things around the wrong people, and you're gonna lose all your friends. And that's what Ecclesiasticus is telling us. You're gonna let a bird go out of your hand, and that bird is never gonna come back in your hand. That's your friend. And regardless of what people tell you, friends are very important. Friends, and when I say friends, brothers, people that you care about that you're close to. Yep. You might have 1 million brothers, but you might only have a few friends out of those brothers. They all your brothers. Yep. But you got a few that are, real close to you. You'll lose those. Damn. You will lose your friends by the things that you say. So you should watch your fucking mouth. Excuse my language, but I have to say it that way because you're going to lose your friends. And if you don't understand that the way that I just said that, your life will turn out to be hell. And you'll end up, you end up alone. So you have to watch out. You have to be careful of what you say, right? Let's keep reading.
Another one done. Sluggy. So has the sluggy. Follow after him no more, for he is too far off. Mm-hmm. He is as a roe escaped out of the snare.
You see how much wisdom is in this book of Ecclesiasticus? There's a lot of wisdom in this book. This book is telling you when you lose a friend, especially in this manner, there's nothing you could do about it. You can't beg your friend to come back. You can't do anything to gain your friend's trust back. You have lost all of the trust that they had in you. You've lost all of that. You destroyed it. Specifically off of your words, things that you said. Keep going.
As for a wound, it may be bound up.
You get a cut on your knee. You can put a Band-Aid on it, right? Keep going.
And after reviling, there may be reconcilement.
Go ahead.
But he that betrayeth secrets is without hope.
But if you betray your friend's secrets, if you reveal something that your brother he brought to you in confidence, if you do that, there's no hope for you. He's never gonna trust you again. And for you sisters too, I gotta include the sisters, because you sisters are terrible with this. You sisters betray each other on a scale that is unimaginable, and I hate it. I hate the way that my sisters are so unsisterly. They're terrible to each other, and they reveal each other's secrets. You will air your sister out in a second. Well, guess what? That sister is never going to trust you again. You'll never get that sister back. She won't be your friend anymore. The problem is that most women, most men are not going to consider that. So you just live your life accordingly. You just live your life like I can just betray everybody and I don't care. I don't need no friends. I'll lose all my friends. I don't care. I can be good alone. You hate being alone. Shut up. Stop being stupid. You hate being alone. But the problem is just simple. You should stop being so simple. You should realize that you need your sisters. You need your brothers. Let's keep reading.
Another one coming. It's a lot here. He that winketh with the eyes worketh evil, and he that knoweth him will depart from him.
Go ahead.
When thou art present, he will speak sweetly, and will admire thy words.
Right. When he around you, he gonna talk nice to you. It's that type of nigga we talking about. It's the type of woman we talking about. When they're around, they're gonna love you, and you gonna think that's your bestie. Keep going.
But at the last, he will writhe his mouth and slander thy sayings.
But when he get away from you, he gonna be like, "Hey, man, that dude was saying this, and this. He sounds so stupid saying this and this and this." And you sisters, you do this a lot too. You with it. When the sister talking, and when I say sister, I'm talking about these bitches in the world. Y'all get around each other and y'all just eat it up. Whatever the sister talking about, y'all just eat it up. And then you get around another group of women, and it's like, Sandra, she was saying this. Why she talk like that? Why she do that? Why she say that? And so that's what this is talking about. And that's what y'all do. A lot of y'all do that. And if the shoe don't fit, then don't wear the shoe. Okay? I'm trying to put this shoe on the stupid bitches. Okay? Don't wear the stupid bitch shoe if you're not a stupid bitch. So don't wear this shoe. Just understand that there are stupid bitches that fit this shoe, though. All right? And there's stupid niggas that fit this shoe, too. All right? That's all I'm doing. I'm not, I'm just trying to let y'all know the type of people that exist and that this scripture is talking about. All right. And this is a terrible type of person. And a lot of the people that are this won't acknowledge it. They'll be like, "Pride, what the hell are you talking about? Hey, ain't me. Nah, nigga, it's you. No, bitch, it's you. Yeah, you're this. You do this. Think about it. Think deep and hard. And you'll find out that, yeah, damn, have I heard what somebody said and then go back and talk to somebody else about it in a negative light? You might be the stupid bitch. I'm just saying. Or you might not. You might just be one West, and that's what's up. I love it. Let's keep reading.
I have hated many things, but nothing like him, for the Lord will hate him.
God damn. Give me Proverbs the 11th chapter. Listen, this brother said, I've hated a lot of things. I hate child support.
Sheesh.
I hate going to work every day. I hate when it's snowing outside and I hate all that, but I've never hated anything as much as I hate a person that does that. You know why? Because the Lord is going to hate them. It's a nasty type of work right there. You don't want to be that. You don't want to be. You do not want to be that. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Go ahead.
It's like if I could out of word.
Mm-hmm.
For this is for all of us to practice as a family. Discretion is so very important because what you'll learn in life is as a child, somebody wipes your behind when you have an accident. As an adult, you do it. When you're old, somebody else will do it. And in between those two times where someone else does it, you will still have accidents. Trust me when I say, if you have a big mouth and you have a situation where you are stranded on Toilet Island, you're stuck there. No one's gonna help you. You don't have no friends. You're just gonna be stranded. No one's bringing you no TP. You're gonna do a duck walk.
Yeah, you can get jammed up anytime. That's for sure. You could definitely get jammed up anytime. Let's read. Okay, where we at? We at 15.
Proverbs 11,
Okay,
sir?
let's see. We might not do that. Damn. Okay, well, damn near. No, I can't read that. Okay, so this lesson gonna be a little different. Give me Go ahead and read that. Proverbs 11 and 12.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 12. He that is void of wisdom despiseth his neighbor, but a man of understanding holdeth his peace.
Right, a man of understanding holdeth his peace. Sometimes you gotta shut the hell up. Sometimes you have to be quiet, and that's okay. You don't need to voice your every opinion and your every word. And now we read, right? He that is void of wisdom despiseth his neighbor. The context is with your words. Sometimes you should shut up. And I want everybody to understand that. And it's something that we all got to learn, right? Because we've lived a life of talking, like expression. You have to express your feelings. A lot of times we should shut up rather than talk. And a lot of people don't realize that. It makes your life a lot easier when you shut up and you observe things, and that's what this scripture is talking about. Because talking and expressing yourself sometimes causes unnecessary contention, and you don't need that in your life. And that's what this is talking about. If you're void of wisdom, meaning you have no wisdom, you hate your neighbor. But a man of understanding, he holdeth his peace. He shuts the hell up. You don't need to find every reason to say something to somebody about something.
Right.
Just shut up. It's not that big of a deal. Keep going.
Okay. But a man of understanding holdeth his peace. A talebearer revealeth secrets. But he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter.
Once again, here we go. Like, we got to understand that somebody is telling you something. You don't need to. He's not telling you that he molested his children. He's not telling you that he has a plan to go shoot up a school or something like that. He ain't telling you that. He's just telling you, hey, I got this and that going on that, that's vexing me right now. I got a problem with my wife at home. I got a problem with my wife. Don't be the nigga that just go and, oh, this brother don't know how to hold his house down. He doing this, that, and the third. His wife doing this, and he can't stop her. He can't control it. He can't control it. Like, chill out. Like, he talking to you. Let him talk to you. So, a talebearer reveals secrets. you're gonna go and tell everybody about what somebody told you. But a righteous man, right? He that is of a faithful spirit will conceal the matter. He's not going to go and tell everybody your business. And that's the spirit of Israel. The spirit of Israel, we don't go and tell everybody each other's business. Sometimes brothers and sisters come to you in confidence. Let them come to you in confidence and feel like they can be confident telling you the thing that they're telling you. Go ahead. You got something?
Well, shoot, so I get it. This is all just highlighting heavily. There are times in life where you want people. You ever hear that phrase, keep my name out your mouth? That is what this is.
Mhm.
There's a certain time where you shouldn't talk about somebody else unless you're saying something good.
Yeah.
And I think that we can all practice that. There's a discipline behind being a brother and a sister. And what you are is you are a professional at being unbrotherly. You're a professional at being unsisterly.
Mhm.
And what needs to happen is you need to now quit that job. That career needs to be ended. And you
Right.
need to make a new career out of being disciplined in being brotherly and sisterly, because otherwise we're not going nowhere. We're stuck here. Christ is not going to come back and all we're doing is bumping our gums about each other and we're murmuring. You know how the Most High hates that.
Mhm.
That murmuring, man, the Most High hates that. Moses hated that. The Most High get tired of that murmuring and send a prophet like Elijah
Mhm.
and do something about you. Um, I think this all just makes a lot of sense. You want people to shut up about you, shut up about other people. It's a skill that you learn as an adult. And well, you know what? You learn it as a child and you practice it throughout the rest of your life. Shut up
Mhm.
about other people. Mind your business. Why? Because you want other people to mind their business. Even if you're the type of person who you don't really have you don't have secrets like that. You just really don't care who knows what about you. You still want people to don't mind you.
Yeah.
Mind your business. What?
Yeah, exactly. And I think that people have to our people have to just be a bit more courteous. I think that we don't love each other enough. Like black people hate black people. That's why we want all the tea on Brenda. We want to talk about Brenda. Stop talking about Brenda. Teach your daughter how not to be Brenda if Brenda's so bad. Like do that instead of talking about Brenda. Stop focusing on what's negative about our people and fix the negatives and create the positives. That's all we got to do. That's what we need to do. Um, and nobody's focused on that, and that's why we have to step in and we have to teach classes like this and tell people, hey, stop doing the bad things, start doing the good things. And when we can do that and we can start living those types of lifestyles, that's when the good things, the positive things start happening to our community. But until then, you're just going to create more Brendas. You talking crazy about Brenda, you're going to make a million more Brendas, and your daughter's going to be Brenda too. She going to throw her baby in a dumpster like in the Tupac song. You understand? Go ahead.
You know what's crazy? As you sit here and talk about this, I just thought of something. Do you know how much these other nations make on us not keeping this law? You know how much
Billions
goddamn
of
money they're
dollars.
making? All
Yeah.
of these goddamn, you remember Maury and Ricky Lake and Jerry
Mm-hmm.
Springer?
Yeah.
All of that bullshit was us not being able to be discreet, for goodness sake. I should see,
Yeah.
let me be literal. For our lack of ability and lack of discipline to be discreet for the sake of another brother or sister's dignity, for God's sake. Dignity means something. You want to be, if you got to be executed, you want to be executed with your pants up, type of thing. If you have to get fired, you want to walk out with your head up. You don't want to walk out in tears. If your son has to get expelled from fighting because he fought, You want to go get your son so that your son can walk out like a man, like a little you, and not feel terrible, like he doesn't belong anywhere and like he is an outcast of society. Dignity. That's another huge reason why, for goodness sake, sometimes let's all practice it. The thing that we're thinking of saying, even when no one is around but one person, for the sake that the Most High can hear you, then saying it to yourself, thinking it for too long, police your mind, because you are still doing this to an Israelite, and we still have a father who's jealous. Understand this: you might not be favored over the one that you're being a talebearer on. The Most High might favor them over you. The Most High might bring some judgment to you so you can learn to shut the hell up. It's a lot.
Yeah, and that's what we gotta just gonna have to come into the understanding of. It's I think a lot of people don't realize how integral it is and important it is. We must learn how to shut up. Now I know that sounds ridiculous. I know that sounds like cover your mouth and don't say nothing. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is you say too much of the wrong thing, and that's what our people do. We say too much of the wrong thing, and we got to stop doing that. We talk about the wrong thing. I mean, some of these rappers should shut the hell up. They talking about the wrong thing. And that's what they want to talk about. They want to talk about bullshit. Excuse my language. We got to stop doing that. We got to talk about the right thing. I sat up in this class. Now, I only taught this class for an hour, and I'm about to close out. But I've taught 2 and 3 hour classes when I taught and talked about the right thing. I'm not shutting up. But some of y'all need to shut up. Only reason I say that because you're talking about the wrong thing. And you're doing the wrong thing. And you're saying the wrong thing. So these scriptures that we went over tonight, understand the theme. We talked about brotherhood yesterday, right? But every day is brotherhood class. Every day. When we talk about the laws of God, it's brotherhood class. When we talk about the Lashawan Kodash, it's brotherhood class. When we talk about the law and the scripture breakdown and the Sabbath service, we talking about brotherhood. What I want y'all to understand is that every day is brotherhood. And today's class is very heavy on brotherhood. Stop talking about other people's business. And this is only because I've been in the world and I've seen brothers and sisters do this. Talk about other people's business, and it just creates messes. If they're not telling you something unlawful or something wicked, they're just telling you something in confidence, let it die with you. Let it die with you. Like, never tell it to anybody and let it die with you. Because they're just telling you something in confidence that they wanted to talk to somebody about. Like, shut up. Stop talking. Another thing, before we close, there are things that you shouldn't and should say. You got to learn those things, and those things can't be taught within a class of this length. So, my rule of thumb is if you don't know whether or not you should say something, you shouldn't say it. You should shut up. You should continue to shut up. Just keep shutting up. Just don't say anything. And you can call me, and I'll tell you whether or not you should say that. And most likely, I'll tell you to shut up. Don't say it. Don't say that thing. Nothing to be afraid of. It's okay. I got told to shut up too about certain things. I had to learn what I can say and not say, because you can't say everything that comes to your mind. So, point being is, shut up until you get told not to shut up. With that being said, I'm going to close out the class. We got classes every Tuesday through Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. and every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then we got to get back on that damn. That truth is, that's coming back. Trust me, that podcast is coming back. Right. But until further notice, that's the schedule. And our classes are located at 12416 North 28th Drive, and we're in suite number 4. With that, shalom.